Hello everybody, this is Furniture here and welcome back to Real Racing 3, sort of. And we're just about to complete another goal where we have to help Emid come in third or better. And look, I've helped him out. He's gonna come in third. He's gonna come in second, and I'm gonna come in third, and we successfully complete the goal. We also had to get an average speed of at least 86 miles per hour, and I did that pretty well. Got $13,000, my favorite number. Well, my favorite number is 13, but I got 13,000, which is better. Well, better than $13 anyway. And of course, this will be coming my phone 13 car, and this is the final day of the Stingray Evolutions. Tomorrow, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, if I don't get this completed today, this will become my new phone 13 car. So actually, the goal was to help Magnus come at least third. I helped him come second, so I could get a trophy, and I came third. We had to try to get away from Rusty. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance against Magnus, but we didn't have to catch up to Magnus, so, we did our job. I completed the goal. Let's take a look at what was happening. Here we go. It was a rolling start. And of course, so the story about this goal, I had a bit of off track there, but the story of this goal is I got behind Emid, and I pushed him around the track for a while. Yes, sorry about the shakiness, but it's an iPad, and I don't have a screen recorder. I just have to do this instead, because I don't have a screen recorder, and I hope you guys still enjoy it. Alright, there's Emid in his red Chevrolet 69 Stingray getting held up by a silly dog's challenger. I had to wait for him to pass me, and then we do so. So yeah, so later in the goal, Emid has a bit of trouble getting around the lapped cars. Oops, and as you see, because I was pushing around Emid so much, I broke his rear end. Well, I broke his tail lights, I broke his back window. The rear of his car was completely destroyed because I kept on banging him because he braked in a lot of silly places, so I had to help him. There's a Ford Shelby. And Emid actually started behind Rusty. Luckily, I helped him out so he could overtake Rusty. And I pushed him around the track for the rest of the goal. It was a 6-lap race here at Laguna Seca in the USA, of course. And I quite enjoyed this goal because I had to help Emid go around the track, and I like to lend a helping hand. Because Emid is my friend, well, in the virtual world anyway. Yes. So, most time, Emid is off the track doing stuff. Well, the first time he showed up on the track was in Born for Victory. And here he is on the track again for this event. Thingy, mid-derby flip, stuff. Stingray Evolutions. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of the event. So now he was on the track, and I had to lend him a helping hand because he was in his old, slow, thingy. Yeah. So I had to help him out if he was going to be Rusty. And there's Rusty up ahead in his thingy. We also got around that Ford GT. We actually had some interesting getting around those two. So if we go up here, so there's Rusty in his there's Rusty in his Shelby Cobra and someone else in his Ford GT up ahead. So watch this. Emid actually goes to the inside of the Shelby. He gets hung up on the Ford GT, but I help him out because my car has better acceleration than those two cars, so we get around him pretty well. And there's me going to the inside of the Ford GT. I help him around, and then we get away from Rusty and that Ford GT for the rest of the race. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance kicking up to Magnus, but that was okay because that wasn't part of the goal. Luckily, as you see, he gets held up by a silly cobalt, so I have to help him. Yeah, the thing with Emid is that he gets hung up by some of the slower lapped cars like the silly Cobalts and a few of the Dodges. So I have to help him around, and usually he steers around the car and like, oh yeah, then he gets hung up on an orange Dodge Charger, so I have to make sure I stay behind Emid to help him out, get around the lapped cars who try to stop him. Lapped cars are the trouble in this goal. But luckily we get around them pretty nicely. Let's see, did you see my average speed at the end of the beginning? I don't really know. I forget the average speed I got. Oh well, you could probably go to the beginning of the video and check for a second, then come back to this point in the video and watch me help Emid around the track. Ahmed, or I have no idea how to pronounce his name, really. The first time I saw him was back in about almost a year ago in December in the red thing, not the red line. The one with the Ford, not the Ford, the one with the Ferrari Formula 1 car from 1995. Motor Fiesta, that's what it was called. That's the first time I saw him mid, and the first major league event he was actually in was in Marquez World Championship. But I didn't play that event until the Renault update came along, a race teams update, and yeah, and of course the originally the Marquez World Championship came into the game on November last year, but I couldn't play it because I was very busy at the time and I barely had any time, so I had to miss out on the event. But luckily, it came back into Real Racing 3 and I got to play it, and I got the car in when the race teams update came along, which was, I can't remember when it was. As I'm bumping Ahmed down the track. His back end is busted, my front end is busted, everything on both of our cars busted. Well, the front of my car and the end of his car. And watch this. Yeah, speaking of bumper bashing, at the end of the first goal, well, I didn't show it to you guys because it was just a straightforward race, and I don't usually show the straightforward races. I usually just show the ones, the interesting ones where you have to help a mate out and stuff. And I believe in the next goal after this, you have to help a mate get first. And I actually thought this goal was going to be pretty hard at the start, but I found it pretty easy afterward, because all I had to do was help a mate around the track. I saw Real Racing, well, I saw what the goal was like. I didn't actually saw Real Racing Guru doing this goal. I might do it later today. And yes. So when's the final lap? Oh, the race still has a way to go. Okay, I guess we'll just continue watching it go until the end. So this video is going to take a long time to transcode when I edit the pictures into the front of this video, and that's going to take a long time. Then I'll have to upload it to YouTube. I have a busy life on YouTube. Oh yes, let's see, now he gets held up by an orange Dodge Challenger, but I help him around, and he gets around him clearly. And of course you had to get the average speed and help me around this goal. Well, I wasn't really paying attention to the, I was paying attention to the average speed, but I didn't really do it throughout the race because I was too busy concentrating to help me. But I did check the average speed at the end of the race, and I managed to complete the goal quite efficiently. Well, the car is probably going to be out of service, and I'll have to do the next goal later today. Most likely in an hour, depending on the time this video gets uploaded and the next video gets uploaded. Whoops. And also, I'll be getting goal number 5 and goal number 6. Well, goal number 5 is an interesting one because it's only one lap around Laguna Seca where we have to drive the opposite way of Magnus. And then the final goal of the event where I have to beat I don't know what I have to do for the final goal. I just do these things as they go along. That's how it works on the Front 13 channel. Well, most of the time anyway. Like, when I do the Thomas stuff, I script it, that doesn't matter right now. I also took a photo when I was helping a mate around the track. It's on my iPad, so I won't be flashing it in this video. Maybe it's part of something else. Like, maybe I'll show it when I... not really. And this is the trouble part. He gets, like, slowed down by a cobalt, and he has trouble getting past me, so I tried to drive to the side of the track and then apply the brakes, and then Amit gets held up by the cobalt, so I have to help him around him. That was probably the biggest thing of the race, but other than that, the rest of the race was pretty calm. Yep. So the next race is also 6 laps around Laguna Seca, so I'll have to service my car after that one. And the last 2 goals we don't have to worry about servicing because it's a final goal, and then we can just wait for the car to finish servicing. And then tomorrow, I'll be racing it in the single player events they have in. Well, this car takes place in Modern Sports Car Classics and rear wheel drive something evolutions. Yes. rear-wheel drive open revolutions. That's what the series is called. And both those series have my other 2013 car in them, which is the Corvette ZR1, which I bought when it first came out a long time ago. It was only 50 gold, which was pretty cheap. Well, not really like a surprise because the Corvette cars are pretty cheap. In real life, this Stingray car actually cost Whoa, did we just spin that car off the track? Hang on a second, I didn't see that part. Let's go back and see that section again. Or... oh no, I thought I saw a car go there, but I was not paying attention. Oh well. So this is actually the final lap. Alright, so here we go. The end of the goal. And now on to the next one, which will probably be in about an hour or 2 hours or something. Also, I'm on a new race team, Guru 8. I guess that thing belongs to Real Racing Guru, but it's a public team, so I was able to join it. I got third. So I'm most likely gonna have to service. Yeah. Well, the first goal pretty much drained out most of the servicing. The autocross and the thingy for the second goal wasn't very much. When I was doing the second goal, I did the speed snap, but I came in 7th, so I did the autocross, and that one I came first by pretty much. Alright, so now that's the end of this goal. See you on the next one.